talking about the micros. We have Colgate, the stock which is on our radar this morning. This is after the company did hold an analyst meet. In our special Insight Edge segment, we have Mangalam who puts the focus on the stock. Mangalam, you also attended the analyst meet. Tell us about the key takeaways and the Insight Edge that you have.
Well, the analyst meet was very well attended. The company wanted to double down its focus on its core itself and continue to execute well. And for a company which has now recently seen a leadership change, a little bit of a shake-up could eke out some more growth, and that's what the analysts were expecting as well. In my conversation with Prabha Narasimhan, I realized that rural sentiment is seeing some improvement. She alluded to the fact that gross margins are likely to continue to grow going forward. They have among the highest gross margins in the industry as well. For a category as penetrated as toothpaste, how do they grow going forward? Well, they increase the number of usage occasions that people have, premiumization, and holding their market share, not losing it to competitors as well. But it's Colgate Palmolive, right? Let's talk about the Palmolive part of the portfolio as well, which is currently very small in their overall scheme of things. But Prabha Narasimhan believes that this will grow at 2x the pace of the overall portfolio itself. And add to all of that, the fifth vector of growth for them would be inorganic opportunities, which as per the management is pretty high on their list as well. And we could hear something very soon too. What have brokerages made of this? Jefferies has a buy rating with a target of 2180 on the stock. They say that the management has taken serious efforts to highlight initiatives to drive growth and premiumization. And the meet format reminded them of the CEO's earlier company, which is HUL, which hosts best-in-class events as per the Jefferies analyst. They continue to believe that there is a case to accelerate growth through aggressive investments in marketing. Investec has written as well. They've said that management reiterated their intent to grow ahead of oral care through the core, but they have a hold rating largely because valuations at 40 times capture any medium-term upside, which is why we're not seeing the stock run away. It's still holding mildly in the green by about 1.5%. In fact, let's also listen in to the excerpts of our conversation with MD CEO Prabha Narasimhan.
Rural volumes are inching back to being positive, which is great. I think inflation cooling off is helping this entire thing of consumers realizing the importance of oral care and coming back to those categories. And the macroeconomic indicators are certainly providing some green shoots, which we hope will continue over the coming months and quarters. Margins have expanded at quite a sharp rate, helped by two or three things. Firstly, by the cooling of input prices, which certainly helps us. Secondly, by judicious pricing that we've been able to take. And thirdly, what this company is really good at is what we call funding the growth, which is about finding all of the wasteful costs and the things that we can take out of the system, which then allows us to invest back into our brands and into our business. So the combination of these three things has led to the really good gross margins that you see. And that is something that we expect will moderate. The gains will moderate, but we do expect that we will get marginally better gross margin as we go along. The bulk of our business sits within oral care and toothpaste and toothbrush. A small proportion of our business sits in Palmolive, and our effort is really to grow Palmolive at least twice as fast as the rest of our business. And therefore continuously keep increasing its share as contribution to our total business. We've done a little bit of work on this brand to understand root strengths and where it has the right to compete. And we've realized that it works, it sits in the area of cleansing. So body cleansing, hand cleansing, and that's where we're going to double down and put some effort. We have a huge global portfolio and a global product technology in Palmolive that we intend to start bringing into India and driving.
Okay, so that's on Colgate. Let's move over.